Hi everybody. Oh, that come on quick. Hopefully I am coming through. Aha. Kim, you're the first one in. Hello. It seems to be really fast today, and my screen looked a little bit different, so I'm wondering if they've done some updates, because that was all very quick, and it's on my iPad, everything. So yeah, I can see you all. Hey, that's Rach, isn't it, Moo? Donna, hello. Hey, Avril. Prakna, hello. Kay, Carolyn, Claire, Pink, I forgot your name. I said I'd remember and I haven't. Deb, hello. Alison. That's another Deb's, isn't it? DJM, hello. It's just, I hate that they've changed it all. Hey, Linda, another Linda, Laura. How is everybody? Hope you're good. Make sure you like as you come in. Just give the video a thumbs up. I can see me included now, 8 people have. So there's 52 of you watching. If you can just all pop a thumbs up before you start chatting, you can just click off the chat, give a thumbs up, and then come back into the chat. And everybody's there again. I'm just going to wipe that. I think I've got a bit of dust or something. Dust is everywhere at the moment. It's still all settling. One day it will be gone. Hi everyone. Hope you're good. Where was I? I think I've missed quite a few, sorry. Karen, hello. Emma, Paula, Dan, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. Yes, I did, Kate. It was really nice. Yeah, I'll talk about little bits of it as I'm doing the live, but yeah, it was lovely. Hello, Lynn. Dan, thank you. 33, see, it shoots out once I do say it is worth asking. Thumbs up, guys, before you come in. If you can get in the habit of any live, any person that you're going in, if you're going in to enjoy, you know, their content and stuff, just give them a thumbs up, because then you'll get more reminders. Your algorithm will kick in, and also it's free. Right, we come back in. I might make your birthday card while watching today. Oh, thanks, Rach. It was really nice, Avril. Thank you. Really lovely. I do the thumbs up now first. Yeah, just getting into the habit, isn't it? Hi everybody. So whilst people are joining, I just wanted to share something, because I think there's going to be a few of you that will find this interesting if you're into old pictures and so on, and album making possibly. So one of the things, when obviously Nan passed and we were sorting stuff out, my auntie always knew she had this, but there is this beautiful, incredibly old photo album, and I got really emotional looking at this, because some of the people in here do, I think, look like our family. Now this was my great grandmother's, and we think it was her mother's before. It's definitely Victorian. It's absolutely knackered, so I have offered to fix this. I'm going to try and just do a very sympathetic restoration on it. Fortunately, it's all still together in terms of the pages, but the well, I'll show you and you can just have a little look yourself. A few bits here. I'm going to look at a few bookbinding tutorials and fabric, and just do a bit of research first before I start to do too much, but I don't want to take anything away from it. I'd like to try and find out possibly how the clasp would have been on this, but do you want to see some of the amazing pictures in here? Now this is all my family. This is on my my nan's granddad's side, so Holness is our family name, and then my nan got married to my granddad, which was Montgomery. So you can see these are all the photos are at the back, but it's all ripped. I mean, I'm going to try and again find the pieces, because most of it is still in here. I know the repair shop. I've already submitted the sash, my nan's sash, that to be fixed. So yeah, it needs restoring, but not to the extent of some of the books there. So I just don't know. This is really, really battered. But you can see most of the pages, that the bits are here. So hopefully you can do something with it. But I love all of the pretty designs around here. But wait till you see. So all the photos are at the back. they've all fallen out, and just, so this person here is called, is this the one that's got, yeah, so this is to Auntie Daisy from Uncle Bill. So my dad's looking on our family tree for who these are, but that person there looks just like my mum. My mum looked like that, and I can see my sister, I can see a little bit of me. It's this very square, we've got quite squoval faces as a family. It could be my great grandmother when she was younger. No, it's too early. That's even, it might be her mother. Now the fact that we've got these photos as well, you know, back then these would have cost quite a bit, you know, as a family to have photos taken. You know, didn't have cameras like people have now, but I'd love to know who these people are. Some of them have got writing on the back, but not a lot. This one here, look at this lady. Again, she's got that face. And I never thought we had this kind of photos as a family. These are this old. This little girl is gorgeous. My mum has a collage up with loads of photos like this of our family. I love them. This means so much that this is in the family still. This man here, I'd love to know who he is. This lady and her dog. Who's this? This could be my nan. That kind of looks like the time when she would have been, because she was 1921, my great nan. And then she had my nan, she was young, she was 16 or 17 when she had my nan in 1936, so do the maths. She was 16, no, 1920, yeah, 1921. No, she couldn't have been 40. I know she was young. Look at this little one here. So I won't go on for too long, but you know, just the fashion. And this lady here, I don't know how well you can see her, but she looks, again, I mean, that's Victorian. You're probably looking at about 1880s, 1890s maybe, and she's old there, so it's, yeah. And then these are all the ones that have fallen out. So that's that guy. He reminds me of like one of the bankers from Mary Poppins. My dad has no idea who the photos are in the album. I know, it is, isn't it? There's the odd bit of writing, and they hacked them. I mean, they've obviously cut these to fit in this album, but they were all done on, I don't know what that was called, but there was a name for it. But yeah, I'm going to be very respectful to it all. And again, it's that real strong jawline. That, again, my mum, that's my mum at the bottom there. So yeah, I just thought I'd share it because I know there'll be a few of you. That lady there looks like the same old lady from before. So I'll send you some pictures of our picture. Oh yeah, do Rach, because I love that. And this could be my little nanny, my great nanny, because again, it's very much that jawline. That one there, 1935, 16th of November. So my dad's going to have a little look anyway. This one here, 1933, so that's the same lady. That's got, I'm sure that's my little nanny. Looks just like her. And that timing, that would be, that's a very 1920s hairstyle. Like, you know, late 20s, early 30s kind of look. So anyway, 1925 is this one here. But it just says best wishes from all. So I mean, that could be, I don't know. So yeah, there we go. So it's a nice little bit of kind of investigative work. I can't even say the word. This has got the, no, it's still got the felt, the padded felt underneath. But yeah, how lovely. This one, there's one more I wanted to share. Old Road Water, getting a bit watering bit berry. And my family are from London, really far back. They are all Londoners. So that there's got all how much it was. And I think there's a faint date on that one. Look at her. Very Mary Poppins, isn't it? And then look at that. That's her, I think. Looks like the same lady. There's that last picture. There's a school photo there. And then this one. So this is Holness, so that's my great-granddad's surname, so it's all his side. 59 Tavistock Road. Something, don't know what that says, but again, there she is. That looks like my nan and my little nanny. That's Nanny looked like that, you know, in her later years. So, and there, look at that. Living in a cottage myself, knowing that that was someone's, potentially in my family. Yeah, look, stuffed bird, 2 cats, old wicker chair there. I've got lamps like that. I just absolutely love this. So yeah, so that's a little project, something that, you know, when you think how old that is and who would have done all that and put it together, there was possibly something inside this there maybe as well, but there you go. Thought I'd just share that. And also, I've mentioned it before, I highly recommend these books. I've been doing this with Nan for about, when did I buy it for her? Did I put the date? I didn't put the date, I don't think. No, I didn't put the date. I bought it. Should have. But we've been filling this out for the last few years, and then I get it back to me again. So it's a grandmother's memory journal. So in here is everything about Nan, how old she was when she had her first boyfriend, let her go through the youth. I'm not going to share it all because it is private and it's got lots of information in there. But I've done one for my mum and she gave it back to me. So these are the things I grab in a fire. But highly recommend them. Because you'd be surprised the stories that you hear that you would have never known and you never think to ask either. So anyway, right, just pop that back over there. Let's get on with the crafting now. Yeah, it's really interesting, Anne. Hopefully I'll be able to find out some more information. Like I said, Dad's going to have a little mooch on the family tree. So yeah, my dad's got all the... he's on the, you know, he pays for that ancestry, so he's got access to most of the records. There's very little that he would get elsewhere, you know what I mean? So yeah, so he's gonna see what we can get. Oh, excuse me. Hi everyone, it is Jay, right up my street. So today we're gonna make, I've been having a fun little play around. Now this is my prototype, so I need to make it a bit bigger. But I'm going to make the YouTube version. I'll do a 6x6. It'd probably be a mini series, to be fair, because I'll probably do a 5x7 as well. But this is how it looks on the outside. Bearing in mind, this is going to be a 6x8 today, so this will come out here. And then when you open it up, it's a little bit like the Falala card. So it's got 2 kind of panels on each side that pop out, and then you can create scenes in them. Now if you don't want to have an aperture, you don't have to, but the fun thing is that the aperture on the front becomes another little scene. But this is going to be 1 inch. I've altered it a little bit. This is going to be 1 inch, so I'm going to have one of these bars here also on the front. So I don't know what to call this one, but that's all optional. You don't have to cut the aperture, and you don't have to cut the apertures here if you don't want to. But how fun to have like a double-sided pop out or double-sided scene, I don't know. So it's really fun, and you don't need any dies if you're not cutting the apertures. So again, really easy as well. I'm going to use the ephemera to decorate purely because I think this is going to take me a bit of time to get you all to this stage if you're going to craft along. So it'll be just nice and quick to do that. But it's really fun. It stands up obviously really well as well. And yeah, so because this is my prototype, it's going to be 6x8, so it's a bit of a bigger style, but I am definitely going to do the 6x6 because this is almost 6x6, and then 5x7, slimline, all of them work with everything. I think it's really fun. A double pop-up scene card. It's got to be some sort of pop-out picture book. Yeah, I love the picture book style or storybook. But I just thought, because I hate having to decorate the fronts if I've done a pop-up inside, and then I thought about cutting the aperture out, and I think it's going to work really well. So if you want to craft along, then grab yourself some cardstock. I would recommend like a 220, 230 GSM, because the 300 GSM with all of these folds is going to be really, really thick. Hello Sam and all, I have so much fun with the spinners. Hey Lou, they are good, aren't they? Yeah, I need to get some more actually. So first of all, I want to cut myself, well, we're going to have to make a deconstructed 6x8 landscape. So what I would recommend is first cut yourself a piece of 8.5x6 and then a piece of 8x6. So we'll do that first, unless you've got some store-bought ones, then you can use that. Trimmer. So 6 by 8.5, and then 6 by 8. I've got tons of this green card, as you can probably tell, because I'm using it on every card at the moment. I just want to make quite a dent in it. So 6 by 8 and 6 by 8.5. Get this together first. I'll put those scraps over there. So how is everybody? What have you all been? Oh, did I just cut them both to the same? Yeah, 6. Oh, it's on my Amazon store, Linda. It's all been updated. So if you just go to Facebook and click on my my Amazon store at the top, it's pinned. You'll see them in there. Or you can go to my last tutorial and they're on there. Today's tutorial, they're just below. No, is it today's? Where did I use them? Yeah, today's. Yeah. Okay, so 6 by 8, 6 by 8.5, and the 6 by 8.5 piece, you want to score at 8. Okay, and that's going to be our tab to then join it together. So I'm actually going to stick mine to the back, so that join will be on the back of the card. Okay. And I'm going to use the construction glue actually. Yeah, I wasn't concentrating. Sounds about right. No doubt I'll make some more mistakes along the way. Just going to run a little glue down there. Just that side, and then just stick that down. Like so. Fold it over. Make sure it all lines up. Because you're going to be displaying this open, you don't want to have the join. Like I said, some of you have a shop bought one anyway. Just go. Excuse me. Oh God, joking there. Just come back from Otter Garden Centre and then started Christmas shopping. Yeah, we've got an Otter just down the road, and it is nice. Enzie Garden Centre up the road from us as well. They always do a really lovely Christmas. Most garden centres do. It's like a thing, isn't it? You've got to go to a garden centre through the Christmas period. Right, so there is my pop-up. So next I want to do, I'm just wondering if I end up shortening that, because I'm just trying to think. If that one comes out, it might be more to 7, or would it be... No, because I'm going to make that one. I need to check that. You might end up bringing this down a bit. It might be 5 by 7. We'll see. That's the only bit that I had to kind of change. So next we want to cut ourselves a piece of 8.5 by 5. So we're going to do the back panels. You want to do 2 pieces because it's going to be obviously on both sides. So 2 pieces of 8.5 by 5. Eight and a half. By 5. So you can have obviously different colours, you know, for each layer. You don't have to have them all the same, but do make sure you've got enough cardstock for this because it does use quite a bit. And then you'll want 2 pieces of 8 by 4. So we'll do them from one piece. 8 by 4. And these are the ones, if you want, that you're going to cut your aperture in. We'll talk through that in a minute. Oh, where am I? Just got done that one. That card is really bright on the telly, isn't it? It is quite bright in real life as well. I can't think where this one's from. Or if it's the Craft Stash green. Maybe. Might be. I can't remember. Been having work done on my house. 5 projects at once. But craft room nearly done, so I can craft and sing. Oh, nice, Sylvie. How exciting. When my mum-in-law passed, we found the Lapham Family Bible with dates of marriages and family info. It's huge and very old. How lovely to have that. I just think of all the people that have held that and looked at it and who put it all together, you know. What fun watching on the TV. Hello, I'm late. What are we making today? We're doing a fun pop-up scene book double card. It's this is what we're making. So it's like a double, it's got a little aperture scene and then you got your double scene inside, which we're going to build up. Right, so we do the larger of those two pieces first. Let me just score this just to check before I talk you through. And that would be the same because I've altered this one slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Yeah. So along. So this is two pieces of 8.5 by 5 for anybody who's just starting or wants to join. Along the 8.5 side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, then at 1.5, and then at 7 and 8. Okay, so you should have a 1/2 and a 1 inch on each side, and then your main section here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is 5.5 by 5. Okay, and then you're going to fold and burnish. I'm going to put some pattern paper on this before, or I can do it actually once I've stuck it down. Now on the inside of this one, it's going to be what you see through here. So on the left side, I mean, you could do one on both if you want and have your message wrote inside there if you wanted to. So I need to put some paper on the back as well, pattern paper. But we'll get everything cut first and then we can do all of that stuff. Because there's a bit of an order. And I will make sure, obviously, I'll do this for YouTube as well. So we'll do that one and then this one. Cute. Is this your green? Oh, do you know what? I need to double check. It might be actually. I can check it against, can't I? Remind me again later. Hey, Crazy Raspberry. Let's get rid of those fluffy bits as well. Tammy, yeah, we had a nice time. Once I've gone through all the measurements and got this done, then I'll talk about it. I just don't want to get too distracted and mess this up. Okay, so we've got the two, do it this way. So we've got our two, they're going to be stuck obviously like that. Oh no, I think this size will be nice actually. I think that's going to be okay. So they're going to go in there. And then these are the bits that are going to go on top. So these are 8 by 4, or 2 pieces. Along the 8 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5, and then 6.5 and 7.5. Okay, so you want to do that twice. So 1/2 inch and 1.5, and then 6.5 and 7.5. And these are the ones that you're going to want to cut your aperture in. So if you want to do that, I think we'd stick some papers on first. So I'm going to add some of the checkered, I think, paper, and then make a little frame for them. Otherwise, you might want to leave yours, and then you can just put mats and layers on front of this. It's going to look nice as well. Your trip with your mum and sister, I've done that one. The new wardrobe in your room looks really nice. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I'm just looking for some fabrics to possibly put on top. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. I've got some fabrics that I've down here which might work, but I need to look up in the loft because I know I've got some more up there. But it's all getting there now. I've got the tiles pretty much all clean. I've just got a stubborn batch of a few, so they're being cleaned through this week. And then I've got some levelling compound coming tomorrow, so I can pour that into the fireplace. I've already put the fireproof compound down, get that on, get it levelled, and hopefully lay them at the weekend. That's the plan. Okay, and then that one is going to go on top. So that is, no, it's not all the scoring. I've just lied. Now, if you want to create the internal seam pieces here, then you will want to cut yourself. What were these? So these were 6 inches long, but the heights is going to vary really. But I think I will add a little cloud and a little kind of grass effect So this one, for example, is 1.5. So if you cut them, oh no, it's 1.25, sorry. So if you do 1.25 by 6, I think that's going to be enough without them coming too far down into your aperture. So I'm going to use this green for the bottom, and then I'll cut them again later on in white, because you can always add them in at a later date as well. But I want to try and get as much in, you know, when I go to stick it all together. So 1.25 by 6. And if you wanted to have more, I've done, so there's just one pop-up in there because it's a 1/2 inch, it's 1 inch that width, so I've done it with a 1/2 inch tab. But if you did a 1/4 inch tab, then you could put 2 in there. So if you want to add more depth, you can easily do that. But I think we'll just stick with that because there's already a lot going on. So we'll just do these. So along the 6 inch side, just score at 1/2 and 5.5, just so you've got a 1/2 inch tab at each end. If you're crafting along, is there anything you want me to go over before we move on to the next part? Because that is all the scoring now. Oh no. I need one for the very front because I've not put one in. So this is going to be that length there. So what's that? That is 5.5. So 6.5. 6.5, and I want it to come up into that seam with that aperture. That's just a random size, to be fair, so I'll probably go a bit bigger. I'm going to do 1.25 again. So 6.5 by 1.25. I'll put the trigger away in a minute. Is that 6.5? 6.5 by 1.25. I think that's going to be fine. And again, score at 1/2 and then 6. As long as you've got that 1/2 inch tab. So that's my one to go on the front, and then these two for the inside. Hello, hi everyone, thank you for joining. Right, I'm going to use my new paper pad here. I think I want to create some of the scenes here, so I need to just think first of all, because when this one is stuck in there, the center for the aperture needs to be, so let me just measure and then I can tell you. What's that? 5.5. So on the front of this, if you want to do the aperture like me, on the front of the card, from your centre fold, just put a little pencil mark at 5.5. It's very light, little top and bottom. I'm going to be putting pattern paper on this as well. Just do a little faint line. Okay, you need to cut your aperture in the middle of that, because when it pops up, this is where it's going to centralise itself. That's probably saying that wrong, but anyway, so it's going to look off centre on the front, but I don't think that matters because we'll have a big sentiment. We'll decorate it all according. So I do the pattern paper to fit within that, and then maybe have a sentiment there. And I think I want to have the checker print on the front, so I think we'll do the red, because then I'm going to have the seam through the window. So I think we'll do this with a nice white frame, bold sentiment. Yeah, I think this is going to work. So I'm going to cut this piece to 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. make sure I get everything in the right order this time. I don't want to mess up anything. Pencil line needs to be 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. As long as you can see just roughly where that is. So you can rub it out, but you just want to cut your aperture once you've stuck this down. So this is, what did I say it was? 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. Hi everybody. Sorry, I'm just really in the zone with this because there's a lot of steps and measurements, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. Like I said, it will have a YouTube video anyway, but I know some of you, like Linda there, you write the measurements down as well. Are you just writing them down, Linda, or are you crafting along? Who is crafting along? Just put a thumbs up if you are. Just always curious. Sometimes there's a lot of you, sometimes there's none of you, and you're just all chilling. Yeah, it is like that. It's making my eyes go funny as well. Okay, so give that a minute to dry. So this is going to be the one that's going to stick behind the front. So in here, I need to add a scene that you're going to see through the front of the card. So this one here goes really well with the green, but also there's that one as well. I might be able to use some of that one, the top part. Might be able to reuse that little bit there. So the inside, 5 1/4 by 4 3/4. Crafting but working on Christmas cards, that's all right. So let's do, what did I just say that was? 4 3/4. I get too involved in the chat, I know. I'm trying to read the chat and remember measurements. 5 1/4. If I do this without messing up, I will be very pleased with myself. Making sure, like I said, so that one is going to go inside. This is if you're cutting apertures. You can do this card without cutting the apertures. What am I missing there? Well done, Kay. Well done. Oh, what's Jill? Hang on a minute, there's loads of you going. What's Jill? Hi Sam. Oh, I'm sorry I'm being late. Slimming. Lost another £2, so 2 more for my stone award. Well done. Congratulations. And then Kay's replied saying, I was there this morning and lost £1.5, taking me to £37.5. Well done, ladies. Very good. Very good indeed. And then I've got to stick a scene on the other side as well. But we're not cutting into this bit, so it doesn't matter. But this is why you want a thin cardstock to start with, because there is going to be lots added to this. I'm probably just going to have the little bear poking his head out or something on this one. Okay. Now I want to add the bar to this one. So let's cut my aperture into this one, into that space where I put that pencil mark. We want to cut the aperture into there. So do I want to do a circle? I think a circle would be nice for the front of the card. Yeah, the photobombing bear, definitely. Yeah, I think a circle will be nice for this part. Where am I? Where did I put the rest of those? Let's use. Yeah, because I'll use these ones and I can do a very thin. I might do a silver. Stand up for a bit. I might do a silver border. Try that one. That will be good. Yeah, because it's going to have enough. Well, it doesn't matter exactly. Yeah, so you'll see that amount, and we'll have the photobombing bear. So I'll do that one as the main aperture, and then I'll take the next one down. I'll do a thin, I always say it's like a polo mint kind of frame. Also, actually, no, I need the next size up for the frame. Look at that one. Yeah. So this one here, I just want to make sure I get it in the middle. Where did I put my tape? I've not had a chance to use this set. Been poorly all weekend and worse than I did a COVID test, Ali, because I thought I was feeling it. There's a lot going around, so just get yourself back to normal. All of this will all be there waiting for you. I've got a lot of inspo with the paper pad especially. Okay, now I can put that through my big shot. Not there. Ooh. So that is what will end up being also the front of the card, but it's then going to become also the inside. How cool is that going to look already? Right, so I then need to add the bar. We can do all of the inside later. So this bar here, so this is your piece that is 6.5 by 1 1/4. Now I need to check, I might end up making this a bit taller. Let's just pop that back again, because you only see, not worried about how that looks there, just want to get an idea. That runs along the bottom. Might be okay. No, I'm going to go a little bit thicker. So what was that? 6.5. I'm going to do 1 3/4. Just so I can cut like the little rolling hills into it. Yeah, there's a lot going around, isn't there? Just threw the wrong one away. Right, 1/2, 6.5. Just trim that a bit straighter. Okay. So yeah, I've done 1 3/4 by 6.5, and then I'm going to cut myself just a bit of a rolling hill. So it ends up coming down a little bit more now anyway. Cut a little wedge on that, and I'm going to add a little bit, I've still got this out from my card, do a little bit of inking on this as well. I have to tell you, I'm making 23 of your mantle drape cards for a fun fold swap in November. I made a Chris. Do you know what? I haven't done that card. I think that's the only one I ever did of that mantle. That's such a cool card. Wow, you've got your work cut out for you, Terry. Make sure you share a picture in the or you're on Facebook, so we've got on Muckers Assemble. Sorry, no, it's just Mix Up Crafters. I've got too many names, I've got too many things going on. I've just submitted a big proposal today for something, which is hopefully going to evolve, which is another whole big thing. So, I don't know why I do it to myself. Right, so this one we need to stick inside here. So I'm going to add, keep using the construction glue. This is the start of, we've had lots of ideas to do things, but I feel they would just be lost. They're just like something and then it's just lost. I want something that is part, that becomes something else, and that makes no sense. I know how weird that sounds saying it, but hopefully if it all comes together, which it should, it will all make sense. So it's the start, hopefully, of something that will become a bigger thing. So, and it's for everyone as well. Right, so just stuck that one. So where there's the back fold, that 1/2 inch tab is butted right up to it. And if you fold this all over to this side, and then again add your glue, very similar to lots of cards I'm doing at the moment like this, and then fold that all over. So that means it's all going to fold flat and that's all in place. Okay, so I've sent you the photos with the backstory of my great nan's brother Bert. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, I'll have a look tonight. Thanks, Rach. We can keep a secret. It's not even out yet. The secret's still forming. I don't even have the full secret to tell. Yeah, it was a cool card actually, Jay. Maybe, Jay, I'm saying Jay because it's your thing, Jeanette. I need to maybe that could be a good one to revisit. Okay. So this one is then going to stick in here. And then we can decorate. We can do all that later. But we can get this first one down. So you want to get this in the middle of your score line here. It's going to stick in like so. Okay. It will actually end up, let me just, hang on a minute. That's the front, yeah, because I'm getting myself confused now. It's going to go up. Yeah, it will go up like that. Okay, so take your glue and run it all down those tabs. So if you want a sentiment in here, you're stamping something, you want to do that before. So take your ruler, you've got 6 inches here, so you just want it to be between the 5.5 and the 1/2 inch at the top, right up to that fold. So if you just bring the card up, make sure it's butted right up into there, and just let that grab. Once it's kind of grabbed, just lay it all flat. Okay. Well, I've got about 3 on the go at the minute. My granddad was called Bert. Yeah, my granddad was Albert. And then obviously we had Albert for a short time. Lovely little dog who has been, he's got a new home now, so I'm very, very happy about that. So at least it finally ended up as a happy ending. For the last few weeks I've been sorting out my craft shed. I lost the feet to my radiator, searched everywhere, but it's chilly now, so gave in and got another radiator. I just found the bloody honestly, Laura, I think we've all been there, the amount of times we've found stuff, you know. So my granddad was out. I think it was like, yeah, it's just, it was a bit like Louise of the like the 80s and 90s. Louise is like a common name, isn't it? I think that was just the same. This is going to pop up on its own in a bit, but for now, just get that one in place. And that's how, once it's all open, look, you can have that little pop-up on the front of the card as well as all this lovely stuff inside. So we can take the other matching piece now and get them stuck in, and then we can add the pattern paper onto those. So again, just take your glue. Now, I should have said if you want to decorate the back of this as well, but I think we can get away with it because there's going to be so much detail on this. I would probably have ended up leaving this green anyway. So, but if you do, then stick that down before you cut your aperture. So when I stuck that piece on, stick it on that side as well, and then cut your aperture. Okay. That's why I've got duplicates. The amount of DIY stuff that I've brought multiples of. I know I've got a stud finder somewhere, but I cannot find it. It's in the shed somewhere. It's probably at the back, and I'm not going to lie, there's already some big ass spider's webs that have developed, and I just thought, you know what, I can't. It's too cold now, it's wet and windy, so I just ordered another one off of Amazon which is going to stay in the house. So that's one thing I know I've got 2 of. The amount of scrapers and all sorts, tape measures, yeah, and then I find them. So this one, you just now want to line up with the other one because they're going to stick together, like so. And then if you fold that under the whole thing, like so. You're not showing it as well live, but yeah, I'm pretty detailed when I do my YouTube videos. Okay, but it should look like that. And just make sure it all folds flat again. You need a finder for your stud. That's where I've got a lot of duplicates right now. It is DIY. The amount of like cork and filler tubs I've got as well. What else? I'm trying to think what else I've got. Corking guns. I've just got so many of them. I've got about 6 hanging up in the shed. Oh, we counted the other day that we have 16. It's ridiculous, isn't it? When we sorted the garage ready for the conversion, I found 17. I reckon I've probably got about 4 or 5, and that's in the last 2 years. Because I had one. Sorry, before I moved here, I did have one tape measure. But that's where I am. Yeah, that's where I'm. Because a lot of it's just I can't bother to go through the box to get to it, or yeah, the spiders are now scaring me. So I'm glad I'm not alone anyway. Right. So now we've got that one. So next we're going to add the glue just to one of these sides, and we want to stick them together so it comes up like this. And that's similar to the Fa La 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 Christmas card last year. All of the middle part, it was tiered, but it had this same kind of connecting piece. Same kind of concept. So just to one side, and then just close the card again. Biggest pain ever was, this was £110. I'm like, oh, no. Terrible. And how come you still never find a bloody, I know. Yeah, always, isn't it? Typical. Got a few sores now as well. They're kind of starting to accumulate. Yeah, it gets sorted in the summer, and yeah, until then we just ignore it. Oh, Mary Kelly, hello. It's taking me forever to work out how to comment during live. Oh no. Oh, have you been in the chat, in the like the main comments for like the video and not the live chat? Because there's kind of 2 chats. There's the chat, which is just under the video, which I do see people writing because it comes up saying so-and-so's commented and they're like saying hello. But we're not there, we're here. So you just want to make sure it always says live chat and not just chat or comment, because that's the other part. So, yeah. You needed to download the app? Oh, really? Oh, wow. At least you sorted it. Okay, so there is our first pop-up. Okay, so hopefully we got there pretty straightforward. So now, although the construction glue isn't quite stuck, let me just stick that down. Oh, don't worry, Mary, we're all still learning. Every day's a school day, especially for me with YouTube. It's nice to have you here. And the fact that you've always probably been here, but you've just not been able to comment. Bless you. Well, you can join now. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up when you come in. Right. So now these 2 are going to go on here, but I want to add the same red. Oh, do I want red checkered, or do I want, no, because I'm going to cut apertures into these. So these need to be a scene. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Then I'm going to have the checkered on the front. Yeah, so I need my scene on the back of here, and then I'm going to put the red checker on the front of that. So let's see, we'll do the trees. I'm going to have to do the bigger pieces. Yeah, they go nice. And then red checked on the front for those ones. Finally getting a chance to watch the live. Hello Sam, everyone. Hey Anne, hope you're well. Often here but couldn't speak. So now, do I do it the full size of this piece, or do I do it the size of this piece but just stuck on there? Because it's going to be like that. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. So should that stay green? If you were decorating yours, would you keep that green and just keep the scene in this bit here? I think the scene just inside this bit, so this stays green like this, and then there'd be a little green border on the front with the aperture. Let me know, someone let me know. I think, yeah, it's a nice scene, this one. I'll do it so that you get that part of it as well. Inside, just inside. Yeah, keep the green. Okay, so you want to cut yourself 2 pieces of, put my ruler down. Oh, did I drop it on the floor? I didn't even realise. Oh, it's starting to get darker now. This time next week, it'll be nearly dark. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but you know it's coming. So I'm going to cut it to the full size, so 4 by 5. So 2 pieces of 4 by 5. I'll do a bit more. Which way's the 4? 4's this way. So I do 4 by 5. Yeah, I think that'll work. And again, 4. And I'll do, yeah, by 5. You could have a sentiment just on one side and just the aperture on one. You could have the sentiment stamped inside where the aperture is as well. So now, to make sure you get these bang on, I suggest you stick it inside here first. I know it's flimsy because it's a paper, but I would actually stick it into that and then onto there. So we won't do that just yet. Let's get these cut and on and get the apertures cut first. So you want to cut yourself to decorate the front 2 pieces because we want a little border. So 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So they're going to stick on the front and then we're going to cut into those. I'm trying to do a hippie wedding acceptance card. I've gone flower power. That'd be good. Yeah, so that's definitely hippie. Right, keep those together because I need them in a minute. Just move all that. Right, stick these down. Just dropped an open box of blueberries all over the kitchen floor. Trying to get 2-second rule. Just grab them, they'll be fine. Low words of wisdom. Just the scene. Have a few more photos. Yeah. What time is it there? So it's now 10 to 3, but this will be 10 to 4 in terms of like the daylight next week. It won't quite be dark, but it'll be getting there. By the time I finish the lives, it will be dark. Or getting there actually still. No, it's probably dark. No, it will be because it's usually dark at like 4:30, isn't it? Yeah. It's a cloudy day. That one. Like I said, you might not be cutting your apertures into them, so you wouldn't have to necessarily worry about decorating these bits. Or you might just want to do one bigger piece, so you just see a little bit. Be lots of different ways to change it. I hate when the time changes. I love the bright. Me too. I do enjoy lighter, longer days, but there is something quite cozy as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I don't mind, but I do definitely prefer it because I love being outside. I miss not spending all of my spare hours in the garden, but then I am cracking on and getting a lot done in the house, so which is a good thing. Plus I get the radiators all sorted soon as well. Did I miss how you got on? No, so I didn't really want to talk too much just because I didn't want to get all of this wrong, but I think we're kind of all right now. Yeah, so it was lovely. So for anybody that didn't know, me and my mum and my sister every year have a little weekend away. We always go somewhere different. We like an activity, so this time we decided to go to Emma Bridgewater. So we drove all the way up to Stoke-on-Trent, which was a really nice, easy drive. It's just motorway, straight line pretty much. And we stayed at a lovely little B&B in Congleton. Just on the outskirts of Cheshire. It was 20 minutes from Emma Bridgewater, and we went to the Orange Tree, which was so nice. We had such a lovely meal there on the Thursday night. So we left here at 2 and we were sat down eating in the Orange Tree by just about 7 o'clock. Then we had a lovely breakfast at the B&B. which was just delicious, really, really nice. And then we went to Emma Bridgewater. So we got there earlier so we could have a good mooch around the shop and kind of decide what we were going to buy, because we thought it finished bang on like 4:30, and then we had to drive all the way down then to Cheltenham, but it ended up not finishing early. It's just the way it finished. We were done, and we'd done our shopping. We were on the road by like 10 to 4, which was good. Oh, it was really nice, Linda. Really liked it. Again, we were only there for less than 24 hours in that part, but I didn't want to stay. There wasn't. You can get better value for money when you do B&Bs and you're just a little bit further out sometimes. And I thought, I don't mind the drive, and it was all through the villages and stuff. It was lovely. It was £40 each for the night, which is cheap, and that was including breakfast, so it was well worth it. And it was all your breakfast, so you had your continental, your fry up, all your drink, everything, and you just put your order in the night before. So we'll definitely go back there again. And it's not far from Almond Towers either, so it's quite a good like location really. And then we went to Emma Bridgewater, which was just so nice. The whole thing there, it's just brilliant. Absolutely loved it. The tour was really interesting, and just thinking what I want to do aperture wise with these whilst I'm chatting. I don't think I want to do a circle. I think I'm going to cut using my trimmer, which is what I did, because I like the square. I like the circle on the front, and then I like that they're square. And that was just a 1/2 inch, so I just used my trimmer to cut that. I'm going to see if I can, just for ease, I'm just going to use a die. 2 sets and I'll finish my story. See what nested dies I've got here, because I'd rather use something that's a bit smaller. What's that one? Not quite. It's like a square rectangle. They're quite good. What's that one there? No, they're still too long. I'll just choose this, and then I can go on again. That's more. That's the stitched one. See, that's better. That will work. I can cut a piece of card a little bit bigger and do a thin little frame. Yeah, so I'm going to go for that one. So if you've got it, because that's the Stitched and Pierced Rectangles Creative Craft Products. So it's the old one, but I know some of you got all that, and a lot of it went in the sale. Okay, so yes, we turned up, had a little look around the shop, and then we first had the tour, which was really interesting. And I got to see their work. We didn't sign an NDA or anything, so I guess I can say, I just couldn't take any pictures, but they've got a collab with Diddley Squat, what's his farm, Clarkson's farm. So we saw the designs that were being done, which was really good. And then that finished, and we had about 15 minutes, and then we had our afternoon tea. No, we didn't. Then we had our pottery decorating. So you get to choose up to the value of £20 if you want it to stay within your package price. But if you want to decorate something, for example, they had the egg basket, which is like 70 quid. You take £20 off, because that's like your voucher, and you pay the £50 extra. So you could do that, but we were like, no, we'll stick within the £20, so we all just did the 1/2 pint glass mug, sorry. And yeah, that's going to be good. And yeah, we did that. We had an hour and a half on the timetable for it, but there's no rush at all, and that was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And then they post them back to you about 3 weeks later, in the postage, and that's all included as well. And then yeah, then we had about 15 minutes after that, and then we went and had our afternoon tea. Oh my God, it was so delicious. The sausage rolls were lovely. And it's all just really nice, like the setting and everything. I highly recommend it. Really, really fun. And yeah, and then like I said, when we were done, then we had a shop. So they got your second shop, you got your main gift shop and all of the obviously perfect stuff. And then you've got your second shop and like samples and things like that. So we all treated ourselves, and then we stuffed it all in the car and drove down to Cheltenham, which was nice and easy. Checked into our second place, which was booking.com, which was a little self-catering. It was an apartment, which was, it was all right. I don't know if I'd stay there again. It was nice, but it was just a bit weird. Like, there was this, this will make you laugh. So it was, when we got in, you get your keys, you have to put in a code because it's in like a key box, and that's fine. So we go in, and first of all we went in and it just smelt of drains, and my sister said, oh, maybe there's been no one here for a while, so she went and flushed all the toilets and just ran the taps, and it did go, so there's probably just some stagnant water. That's fine. It was well equipped, but it was really oddly decorated, so it looked like, it's almost like one of those places where, you know, when like someone's like, oh, I've got a spare table, you know, I'm giving it away. Yeah, I'll have it. And then someone else says, oh, I've got some curtains, you know, yeah, I'll have them. Like nothing went, and it was the most weirdest style choices. There was like a Victorian chair in the middle, and then there was like an IKEA. I don't know, it was just really hard to explain. So its styling was lacking. But the beds were really comfy and everything was clean. But there was this extra door and it was locked, but there was a key box outside of it, and I was like, that's weird. And my sister was like, well, have we got a shared front door? And I went, no. I said, I've booked the whole apartment. Anyway, it was fine. We had first night, it was fine, slept there and everything. Anyway, we came back the second day, and we could smell cooking. And like there was someone like really like loud just the other side of that door. So we were both freaking out, and I was like, oh my God, if they come in. So it sounded, me and my sister sat in the living room, and it sounded like they'd walked into the kitchen, our kitchen. So my sister looked at me like pale face, and I went, hello. Mum was in the shower. And I was like tipping toe, like walking out there. Anyway, it wasn't, but they were behind the door that was locked. So I was just like, this is weird. Like, you know, they're there. So, anyway, you didn't hear me. I messaged the woman. I said, hi, I'm a little bit concerned. Is someone just checked in next to us? She said, oh yeah, he's been there a few days. Don't worry, he's very nice. He's performing at the theatre. You shouldn't hear anything from him. And that was it. She said, no, your door is your door. No one else will come in. That key box is for when we open it up as a bigger apartment. So if you'd said that you needed an extra room, then I can open it up as a bigger apartment. So it was completely safe. But it was just really weird. So that was funny. But other than that, we ate really nice food. They booked, my dad booked us in at Muse, which is amazing. Food there was delicious. What else did we eat? We just had, everything was just so nice. And then on the way back, we stopped at Gloucestershire Services, the farm shop, and we got loads of treats there as well. Bread, cheese, all that kind of stuff. My friend's Airbnb is like that. The connecting door. It totally makes sense, but it was weird. Anyway. So there you go. Right. Next, I want to add these bits in to the sides, and then we'll add the backgrounds and stick it down, and then we can decorate everything. So I'm going to cut a little shape into these. So no, highly recommend it. Cheltenham was lovely. It had lots of shops that I don't have here in Plymouth, so that was nice. Got a nice few treats and some nice homeware bits, and yeah, the weather was okay. Sunday was a bit naff, but we just packed the car up and got on the road. And I was back home by about 1 o'clock. So, but no, it was just nice to chill. Even though I did drive a bit. Just cutting a little bit of shape into these and then just making a little tab on the end there. That shape makes me think of Robot Wally. Oh yeah, it looks like his eyes. Yeah, you could just do two big eyes there. That looks really cool actually. Your description sounds like a movie. It was just hilarious because my sister wasn't going to move and she was just looking at me and I was like I swore like F-U-C-K, are they in the house? And all the time my mum's in the shower, so when she comes out we're like, Mum, can you hear that? And then we could smell what he was cooking as well. And my mum went, oh my God. I went, don't worry. Apparently he's performing in the theatre. Of course, then my sister went on. She went, oh, he's in Blood Brothers. They're performing for this weekend. She said, oh, I feel better now knowing that we've got someone like that because I know he's going to be nice. And we didn't hear nothing from him because he was obviously working late. So by the time he was coming back, it was probably early hours of the morning. Well, we didn't hear anything. It was really quiet and stuff. It was right by the park actually as well. So, but yeah, it was really nice. Lovely weekend away. And then we're just booking for January. We're going to go to visit my aunt, but we're going to stop at Southampton on the way, and I'm going to do the Titanic Museum on the Friday, and then we're going to have a girly weekend with my auntie, and we're going to go to Gunwolf. We're going to have a nice meal and do shopping and stuff like that, so that'll be nice. Yeah, you could do them as big glasses, that would look good. Okay, so you want to stick these in here, same way that we did the front ones. I'm going to take one of these, add my glue, just a little bit there on the tab, and then I'm going to sit it up to the edge, this fold here, and then just make sure it runs nice and straight. Bring it up a little bit more, to be fair, it doesn't have to be that flush with the bottom, like so. So now, bring that around. There we go. You can see how that one's going to be, like so. And then again. And if you just fold that down, that would all sit within that space. I don't live too far from, where's that? Oh, the Titanic's last port of call, sorry. Yeah, I was reading up because I was like, I always thought it was Belfast. I know Southampton has the dock, but for some reason I always thought it left Belfast and then went all the way down to Southampton, and then that's where it had its maiden voyage. So yeah, it should be quite interesting. Gets good reviews, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And then yeah, well, it's only half an hour from my nan's, so then we're going to drive down, so it'd be nice to see them again. And yeah, we'll just probably have a nice takeaway on the Friday night, and then we'll have a day, like I said, shopping, nice lunch, and then probably have some drinks in the evening, and then drive back Sunday. So again, sticking that one the same, and then fold all of that side over. That one sits in there. It launched from Belfast, yeah, but not with the people. It was built and then it launched from Belfast, but it had its maiden voyage with all of its people from Southampton. The Titanic Museum is good. Trying to see how you would say C-O-B-H. Oh, it's pronounced Cove. I've just seen that other Cove. Ah, okay. Right, so now they're ready to go on there, but we want to stick these in first. Like so. I'm going to decorate the sides with that same checked paper. Okay, so if you open that up, I'm only doing it this way because we want to make sure that we get the paper like in the middle, because getting both of them lined up would be just a bit of a faff, whereas if you do it like this, it's just easy. So just make sure it's all the right way up, and then just fold that over, and then we'll add all the glue onto the back in a minute. Hey Pippa, a bit late, just back from the dentist, no problem. Again, that one there. Visitor came recently, loved all the houses painted different colours. Oh, sounds really nice. Maybe I should just turn up and stalk Avril, track her down. Now that's a little bit, what I would do, just going to take that off. I'm just going to trim a little slither. Might be worth doing that just so it doesn't buckle. That's better. Just make sure it completely, you know, lays flat without buckling. Okay. So then we can just add the glue, stick that in. It's just easier as one piece than trying to line it all up. Thanks, Shannon. I haven't seen Benita in the chat. She was in Simone's earlier, so I know she's okay. Maybe she's just got stuff going on. Get rid of that. Benita, hi. I'm here. I'm chatting with Simone. Being good girls. I love it. Okay. So now we've got our two pieces. I'm going to go on like so. Yeah, and then we'll decorate the sides. And then we've got that front aperture. We'll do our little frames as well. So next, if you take the back of one of these, and then again, you want to make sure it's 1/2 inch from the top and the bottom. It goes right up to that middle fold. So just place it down and just double check that's as good as. And then just fold that all down. I doubt it, everyone's doubting them. Oh, the glue on that. There. Okay, and then we'll do the same with this one. What are you two making then, Simone and Benita? What's everyone else making as well? A few of you said you're doing other bits. And just line that one up with the other one. They're going to be stuck together in a minute, but I like to do it bit by bit. So just bring them together just to check they're lined up. And just close that up. Oh, let me just unplug this. Doing a little bit of crocheting, watching, colouring candy canes. All that needs is the trigger on the side, like the toy you have as a kid, and see the difference. Definitely got scope then to become something else. The glue is coming out of the top. I'm going to have to rub over that. You know what else you could do? You could probably do something like a one-arm bandit with this. That's pushed out. Put that back in. yeah, you could do like a one-arm bandit or something. And then add your glue. So it's an easy card, there's just lots of steps, that's all. If you add in the apertures. If you're not doing the apertures, then it's really quick to put together. Bring them up. Trying to come up with the ideas for November birthday cards. It's the thing, sometimes when there's too much out there, it's then it's hard to decide, isn't it? It's not like there's lack of inspiration, that's for sure, because there's tons, but sometimes it's like, have you got like a theme in mind? Sometimes it's good starting from that and then seeing the card that best suits that kind of theme. Cynthia, I'm pretending to read an email. I love it. Yeah, I am too young to remember, Simone. Okay, so there is our little pop out on the front when it opens, and then we've got our pop outs inside. So now we can decorate. I actually wish I had stuck something down on this one. I think it's a bit too green inside, but that's fine. We will work with it. Once it's decorated, maybe it will look different. How cool is that? Yeah, so when you close it down, this is how it looks on the front. Oh, I need to take that into account. You can see, I can decorate that so you wouldn't see it, but you can see the side there. So maybe I just need to shift this over a little bit more. But when it's open, it's then, that aperture's then in the middle. Yeah, but I think I could shift it over a little bit. I might just remind, if I shift it over by 1/4 of an inch, then you won't see that. So that's easily fixed, but I'm going to disguise it anyway. So yeah, now we can decorate. So we've got everything ready here. I deliberately was going to use this because I knew this was going to take a lot longer to do. I need to make Christmas and birthday cards and send back to Dorset with my aunt when she visits on the 4th. Oh, you better get your button gear. I'm just making some Halloween sweet boxes from your video for my family. My brother-in-law, his birthday is Halloween. Oh, nice. Could you do a sliding reveal in each section? Yeah, I can't see why not. You could definitely add kinetic elements to it for sure. I'm making a wishing well from tumbling tower blocks. Oh, that sounds fun. I have sent so many birthday cards in the last 4 years. I have to take pictures, worried I'd send the same one. Slip a slither of pattern paper in there in the front. It'll be all right. Once I put the frame on, and then I'll add some decoration there anyway as well. Right, so yeah, we've got our photobombing bear. In fact, let's cut the frame. So do I do white frames or silver frames? I don't know if that needs a frame, because it almost is a frame, the checkered, if that makes sense. So I think probably not for there. Cut the paper for the sides, but I don't know whether to just do white on there. I think white would look quite nice. I know I said I was going to do silver, but I think I'm going to do white. So just stick the original aperture with the next size up together. Pretty much the same border. Okay. And then we've got our little Polo Mint frame. Yeah, I think that's enough. That looks nice. Hey Rosalie, hope you're well. I always take pictures. Finished Halloween now. Boo, I love the dark cards. I do like making them. I've had fun. I've made quite a few nice, not so many Halloween, but I've done lots of autumn cards, which is good. Please don't shout. Who's this, Shirley? Please don't shout. But I've brought... My shoulder has been bad. Getting enough already, so I've been limped. Well, you put the sympathy card in there, haven't you? You know, by saying that your shoulder's been out. So, you know, we can't be too mean now, can we? You've made me feel bad. No, I've always said, look, we never put pressure on ourselves. If sometimes we need to go in a shop, I mean, whew, that was a hard read, Shirley. You know, it was difficult for me to stomach that. But sometimes, you know, there is times when that happens. Even my mum went in the other day. She went, oh, I went in the card. She said, Mum, I've got thousands of cards in this house. Why are you going into a card shop? She's like, well, you know. I was like, no, that's not good enough. No. Well, hopefully, Shirley, next year you'll be able to redeem yourself. And you'll be much better. Hey, Karen. Yeah, just sit that one back around. I hope they're good Christmas shop bought ones though. You know, not just like the 20 for £1 from Card Factory. Morning. Thumbs up, Dan. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. I've come out in the cold sweat. God, if I walked into a card shop, I'd have to like hide my face in case anyone spotted me going in. Can you imagine? Right. Okay. So let's roughly work out what we want to have here. Because how cute does this all look? I do like the little fox. Maybe we have the fox on one side and then a gnome on the other. Or maybe we just have no, we're going to have the bear. See, he could be on the outside as well. So we could decorate on here. Definitely do this one, I think. Usually make about 100 Christmas cards. Actually becomes a chore after. Yeah. Yep. No, I totally get it. Fortunately, I've been doing mine since, well, June really. So I do have quite a lot. I need to get them all out. I am posting all my Christmas cards next month. I am posting them in November. I'm going to go live and do a lot of the envelopes because I am a little bit behind with envelopes for some of them. Not all of them, most of them have them. I'm going to get them all done. So I don't want to be sending cards in December. I want it all done because a lot of them, some have got to go overseas and stuff. So I want to make sure they've been given the time. Yeah. I think that looks good. I have to pop in for balloons. I never check all this. Yeah, no, I must admit I go in, I get the odd gift bag, balloons, and they do nice little, some of the little gifts and stuff in card shops are quite good. I've bought Nan little bits before, and so like I said, we don't shame here. Yeah, needs to be done, Jeanette, because that way I know I'm going to do it. So I might schedule it in actually, and I know then that that's a dedicated, you know, get that all done, get them all stacked up, and then I can just write them that evening. I've already got I've got tons, I've got quite a lot of all my stamps here, which I've been collecting. So yeah, I've got it all ready. After my husband passed, I didn't send any Christmas cards. The next year I heard from folks how glad they were I was back at it, as they look forward to my cards every year. Lovely. Oh, that's so nice, Karen. And it gives you the motivation then as well, doesn't it? And like that push to want to do it. Like I said, you know, my friends, they all love getting a 3D card from me. And yeah, they kind of all wait for that. Did I tell you about them saying that they like my stuff as well, that if I was to pass, they wanted certain bits? I don't know if I told you that story or not. I think I did. Oh, it was lovely, Karen. I've kind of gone through it all in detail. So if you get a chance just to go back, maybe if you just go back half an hour, I kind of talk about it a bit more. But it was lovely, really nice. A few funny moments. It was just nice getting away, isn't it? And I was with obviously my sister, and yeah, it was just lovely. Although she's really feeling the morning sickness at the moment, bless her. So she had yeah, there's a few times, bless her, but she was fine. She just needs to eat and then she feels fine. So yeah, she just had lots of snacks to get her through. So I could cut things like the owl. I could cut him like that and then stick him like there. See, that looks good. And then we could have like the bear. He could be poking out like there. Like that. Crossing fingers we can send cards this year. Are you Canada, Shannon? Or are you just saying that in case there's a Royal Mail strike? Oh, you just reminded me, biscuits. Nice little interval. These have been sat on my desk. Yeah, do it quick, Laura. They were legalised back to work in spring. Oh, what did I miss there? Oh, right, to do with the strikes. In Canada, yes, yeah, I hope it does get sorted for you because it's a shame, isn't it? Put him in there. Anyone getting sick of me using this set yet? I mean, I know it's only just launched, but I am using it on a lot. It just doesn't ever seem to be going down. Genuinely. It's like never ending. I stuck up on stamps throughout the year too. Takes a stick. Yeah, it's not so bad, is it? And if I send them early enough, then yeah, they can go on the slow boat and stuff, and it's just not too expensive. Because I did have to pay out, yeah, quite a bit last year because I was lastminute.com. Okay, happy with that. And then if we do, done all of those. Are there. Let's have a little bee. We'll decorate the sides there as well. Maybe a bee there. Oh, I've got my coffee. Hopefully that's just. Or was that from the biscuit? I think that was from my chocolate biscuit. Oops. Whoever gets this one. Oh, my sentiment. Oh, if we do happy birthday on the front, and then I can do, let's see, have I got those sets out here? Yeah, I do. Let's do that one or, do one of them like down here. Maybe. What do we think? Hope you get owl you want for your birthday, or go let's go nuts for your birthday, because that's a bit smaller. That could go maybe quite nice there, and then I can put some of the nuts and stuff. We have a little squirrel. Yeah, maybe there. Let's go nuts. Do that one, I think. Will you ever bring up the pop-up book dies? Probably not. If I did it, I'd probably do them, need to kind of change it up a bit. Ooh. Oh, I just lost that, went down into my slipper. Let's see what size that'll look. Yeah, I think, what do we reckon? Do you like that? I bought the collection from Cross Slash when it came out, but just opened it to realise one. Oh no, which die's missing? Which one? That's right, I made a card with it today on my YouTube channel. Where is it? Oh, the die set. Yeah, the pop-up dimensional one. Spent the evening stamping and colouring while watching Downton Abbey. Oh, I love that. I've started watching, it's an old one from 2019 called Unbelievable. It's got Toni Collette in it. She's a detective. And they're investigating a string of SA. But it's quite good. I think I have seen it before, but it was a long time ago. Obviously 2019. So that's quite good. And that's on Netflix, I'm going to say. I'll put that one there. Yeah, let me just check whatever I'm sticking on the edges yet. Yeah, you've got plenty of room. You're sticking stuff on the edge. Are we liking it? So that's some excellent. Yeah, really good. I'm enjoying it. So I think I'm about halfway through. Toni Collette's really good in it. I like her anyway. I think she's quite a good actress. So I have Let's Go Nuts there, and then I'll have kind of those around it. Save that. I'm gutted I don't get to see your lives now. I'll have to give up. Oh, bless you, Pippa. It was based on true story or true events as well, I think. I'm sure it said that at the start. Like that one up there, maybe. Maybe a couple of the butterflies there. Or we could put a butterfly in there as well. That looks cute. The hedgehog. We have him there. Yeah, a little bit there. Just make sure whatever you're sticking down doesn't really touch the folds or anything, otherwise you'll be fine. There's another couple of nuts there as well. Put all them because I want quite a few of the nuts because of the sentiment. Done that. Oh, we could have a snail. I think I need to cover that mark, so we might have to have the snail going up the side. We need another toadstool as well, so maybe that could go. Let me get that sentiment stamped because I can build that up around. There's one there, around that. And we can add the flowers. The butterfly, what you're saying, just finish the light in the hall. Very good. I've not heard of that one. I did a really cute card with a spinning squirrel, but it kept landing upside down. Someone commented on the dead squirrel, so I played around. Yeah, you need to put the card upright, because I made that mistake. Put the card upright as if it's displayed, and then stick your element on so that there's more of the bottom of it just swinging. So it's more bottom heavy. And that way, when it stops spinning, it will always land upright. Well, that was fun. Just been to get a flu jab and it's made me like, oh, my dad had his yesterday. So, who are we going to have on the front as well? Just thought we should just have a few more gnomes poking their heads out, I guess. Is that all stuck down? No, he needs to be stuck down. I'm only sticking him there because of that mark, so, but it's good. He looks quite fun anyway. Oh, that one wasn't stuck down. Go on in my sunny afternoons walking to go and get Monty. It's now, yeah, that. Is it rain? I think it's raining. I have to drive the car because he won't walk. I'll basically walk there to just carry him home. So we won't be doing that. Right, let me give you the measurements for the side bits. We'll get them done. So you want 2 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 3/4, and then 3 3/4 by 3/4. So I'm going to use some scrap pieces. Okay, long enough? No. The only bit. It's not going to be enough. Right. 4 3/4. 5 3/4. Don't want that little edge. Okay. Those two. So that's stuck on there. And what was that? 4 3/4? Yeah. So 3 3/4. Filling light, fine line glue dispenser and sorting the bins. By chance, can you show a spinner when you have done just how they look? I want to make sure I order the right ones. Well, the ones that I've linked are are these ones. So these are what are pinned on my Amazon store and under my video on YouTube today. And it'll be deep link. It'll be under all of them as well eventually. But it's these ones here. So mine are a bit bigger because there are nail ones, which are tiny, tiny ones. Obviously, I mean, you could put them on your nail, but they're quite big. So I think they give the measurements on site. So these are, get the glare off there, what we're looking at. Like 1/2 inch, 10, 11, 12, about 13 mil. Whatever ones are closest to that. It's a proper autumn day. Yeah, it's miserable here. No problem. Who said break over, Karen? Take care. See you in the next one. I've used too much glue there. Monty was funny this morning. I think he knows, although he didn't do it on Monday, and he usually goes on Monday. He didn't go to Jay's on Monday because obviously he'd been there all weekend. So he went, today's his first day this week, but he usually goes on Wednesday anyway. But he always comes up, when my alarm goes off, he always comes up to bed and just chills with me for like 1/2 an hour while I have my coffee. And he didn't do that. And so I just got up, got myself ready as normal, come downstairs about 8 o'clock. I went into the living room and he's under the covers, under his blanket, and I was like, hello. So then I thought, well, maybe he's not well, but he's done this before. So then I just got a few treats out and dropped them on the floor in the kitchen and called him, and he didn't come. And then I brought him into him and dropped them on the floor in front of him, and then he finally like poked his head out, and then he come down, and I then grabbed him, put his collar on him and took him out. But he saw my boots were on and he ran away from me. It was like a kid not wanting to go to school. I was like, come on. And once he gets there, his tail's wagging and everything, but he just does not like to get up. Honestly, my dog is so lazy in the mornings. Midday is when he kind of starts to think, yeah, all right, I'll start the day. There we go, that looks nice on the side. And he's so bad. I had such fun this morning using the 3D folding dies and crafting with Vicky from Crafty Heaven. I'll be using that die set a lot, I think. Yeah, it's a nice one, isn't it? To do something fun with it on Friday. And then again, that one. Right, let's get that sentiment done. Yeah, the only thing I wish I'd done was decorated this back piece, because it is just very green, but it's fine. It still looks nice. Ooh, okay. We'll do a little bit of stamping. A scrap piece of white card, probably not. For Monty's pain, I'm not much of a morning person. It was just the way he ran from me when I went, come on. And he just literally, it's like he didn't know where to go. It's like, where can I go? Where can she not get me? Oh no, he ran upstairs. That was it. 'Cause he poked his head around the corner because I've got a, you know, curvy staircase. And I went, come here, please. And then he ran into my bedroom. I was like, you lost out. You should have done that earlier. Nice and warm in his bed. Yeah, no, he was not wanting to do anything. But then he loves it when he gets there. He's all happy and he gets all the fuss and everything. So. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. Yeah, it's come together really well. I'm pleased with this one. So now I've got the measurements right. Just add pattern paper on that, and there's nothing else I'd change. Oh, and shift that over just a little bit, but we'll sort that in a minute. I might cut this so that it is, do the top. Cut it straight on the bottom, and then I'm going to just fussy cut the top part. Okay. Is it possible you can give me the measurements manually for the pointy? If you drop me a message, then I can do that. I won't do it publicly. And I might even have spares. That's just reminded me about checking something for someone else, which I'm sure I did. Oh, I need to double check. Just drop me a message, Sonal. And then I'm just going to fussy cut. It's kind of flat on the bottom. Yeah, and that can stick there. So I might pop that up on a tiny little bit of foam. Make sure it stays within that frame. Yeah, and then I can put that one behind. Such cute, such a cute club. Thank you. Thanks, Claire. And then we can add all these little bits. Hope Craft will come back to me with a reply. I had a missing word die in the newest set. Thankfully it wasn't great. Oh no! Well, you're the first one that I know that's happened. In that, in that set. Oh yeah, they should sort that for you. In fact, I know they will. Put that one under there actually. Yeah, it looks better. I'm sure it's fine, Laura. There's been lots of conversations with the factories over the years, because in the early days there was clearly someone who just wasn't very good at their job, because it happened a lot, not just mine, with lots of craft stash, you know, products, and then slowly, I hardly hear of it happening at all now. So they are still manually packed, so there's always going to be the odd human error, but certainly not to the scale that we experienced in the early days. Let's do quite a few of these. I had all the dies missing from up above. I had all the dies missing from up above. All the dies? I thought I was straight on it, so again, I don't know nothing about this. I only get it escalated if it's a big problem, so it must have just been a one-off. But at least they sorted it. But not the actual word. Ah, I see. Put that one. Just maybe put 2 on that one, put that one there. Yeah, if I do that one there. Said I want quite a few nuts. So it's that sentiment obviously then stands out. Do that one under that one. Yeah, I think that works. And then I've got that one. He's already, I'll do that one down there, I think. Or should that one be up there? Maybe up there, actually. And then I'll do another little, let's see if I've got another little toadstool. I need to hold that one. I've got the flowers. I can do a little flower and some of these bits, actually, these little sprigs. Get some of these little ones in. So I've still got tons of nuts. Look, it's like never ending. What else we got? See, we've got another toadstool. I am nearly out of toadstools though, so I'll have to die cut some of the other ones, I think. Yeah, I've got one left. But that's okay. Let's do that little flower. Karen, hello. Hope you had a great weekend. It's the first live that I've seen for a while since we lost our beloved fur baby in February. I've just lost my mojo completely, but I know you was. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry. That is never going to be easy. It's very hard, isn't it? Their family, just like anybody else. Well, it's nice of you to come in anyway and say hi, and I hope you're okay. And you find your mojo again. Do that one instead. Yeah, do that one. That's cute. I hope you had a great weekend. Oh, I've done that one. Hey Pauline, just got in from picking my daughter up from work. The card is looking nice, thank you. Just about to have a quick look before bed. We'll watch again probably tomorrow. Yay for days off. Oh, hey Ben. Okay, right, let's get something on the front. I might just have more of the bears. A bear there, a bear there, and then another bear on the inside because I've got so many bloody bears. Do you like that? using them, haven't even started using it yet. Catch up time planned for next week. Oh, that was a good lesson learnt there. Look, don't go too far down there. Oh, I was lucky. I'm hacking all these poor bears. Thanks, Simon, getting that out. Bless you. Here in the US, it's National Nut Day. Oh my God, you're joking. That is very strange. Thanks for letting me know, Bethany. Here a bear, there a bear, everywhere a bear, yeah. All these little bottoms. I should keep them really, because you could do... I'll keep them in there, you never know. What was that? Just put my order in. Yikes, $49. Oh, yeah, sorry. Nothing we can do about that, I'm afraid. Bad though. It's just, breaks my heart. I hate it. Hate that it's that bad. I think I want a bigger... Oh no, I've used them all now. I've actually used the bears. Do you reckon 3 bears, or just the 2 bears and then a nice fox? What do we reckon? No, the mojo just gone on a short break. Yeah, that's all it is. Squirrel and squirrel, fox, or another bear. You could add the bears to the box and send someone some porridge. Your stuff is so cute, it's worth it. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Well, there's plenty of inspiration with this, just this paper pad alone. Put in a gnome. Think a gnome? Who have I got in there? Which one? That was him. Do that one. Or the gnome. I do like the gnome, actually. We'll do a gnome and I'll add another bear. So there's 3 bears sticking out. Yeah, it's a good one for that, isn't it? Singing that song. You go down. Well, better not, I might get flagged. Yeah, because it's going to say happy birthday on the front. So that's how it will be. So I just want to cover. This is so cool. I need to add. Do we add another one? Do we add 3 or just keep 2? Maybe I should keep at least 1 bear left for something else. Let's do, might have another snail like going up the side again. Or maybe he can go along the top. I don't know. Just cut yourself a piece of white card for the back so you can write your message and stuff. You could have another little, I might use him actually as well on the back. And maybe one of the bears. Actually, that would look good on the back. Let's do that now. Let me just cut a piece of white card for the message. And we'll have a couple of the bums of the bears on the back of the card. So that makes sense. At least then they're getting used. So I'll cut this to 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. Oh, it's going dark already. I mean, it is raining, but it's getting dark already. Have we decided what we're calling this card yet? It's a double story book or some kind of book that opens up like pages. But it's a double because you've got your pop-up on the front, which is also the inside. $3D something. Yeah, $3D something. So if we do, need to have it more at an angle. So if I do like that. There's the other piece there. And then there's the snail. Triple aperture pop-up. I've just been using the pop-up cake die set to make an 18th birthday card for my nephew. Such a great die. Yes, lovely that one. We want it coming down. I might have it coming down that side. And then I'll have him kind of there. And then I've got all the space to write. Obviously, I could have stamped something as well, but that looks good. Right, I just want to add a few of these bits around just to disguise CNET card. CNET. Yeah, that's quite a good one, isn't it? CNET. Hey, Carol. Was going to basic hippie card, now changed it to extending pop-up panel. Yeah, that's all right. I might do another little one. Do one over that side. Just want to disguise that little bit there, but I'll change that for the YouTube one so you won't have that gap. There you go, you'd never know. Go on. So that is your front. So let's choose our, going to be the birthday one. I've got it here. So the big birthday and then the happy. Job's done. Now, what colour do I do? Red background with white? Or do I do black and white? Absolutely love this. This has come together so well. Like I said, I've just wished I'd done that bit. Oh, I need to add a butterfly up here. Do I need any more nuts? Oh, I think we've got enough, haven't we? I might do some thick white with my Posca pen dashes just to break up that green a little bit. Possibly. Oh, green with the white. I like that. I didn't think about green. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, nice. Good shout. There's so much to see. Wow, this is brilliant. Oh, thank you. Well, it's developed from the Falala card. The centre, the way I put that together with the tiers, but I've just turned them into boxes. Doesn't help that I'm not holding it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you could do your falala with all your carolers in this one again, but we could have that extra. I think this surprise pop out on the front, because I think people think that that's going to do more when they open it, and then there's just this whole other thing kind of appears. And then I'll stamp the happy. I'm always a bit special, Claire. That's why I'm with my people, with you lot, because we're all a bit special. We've all got our little ways. What's everyone having for dinner? I have got chicken tikka tonight. And then tomorrow I'm doing my first stew of the season, or of the year, really. I picked up a nice stock from that farmer's market place. So I'm going to get myself some beef tomorrow. I've got all the veg already. I'm going to get that on in the morning. Loaded Hunter's chicken fries. Yum. Chicken korma. Have to, not hate to. We are the tribe. Spag bowl. Veggie burgers and chips. Homemade fish pie. Pulled brisket with onions, carrots and mashed potato. Oh, any kind of pulled meat, stews, all that lot with mashed potato. I love it. I have loads of mash through the in winter. Absolutely love it. How stinking adorable is this? So there is your pop-up. Like I said, when it's open, that one is when that one obviously really does pop up. Isn't that cool? And then this one. I absolutely love this. It's come together really, really well. Super pleased. Thank you for your input along the way as well. And it was easy, you know, limited supplies as they always are on a Wednesday. You know, you don't need the dies. Even if you're doing the apertures, draw around something, use your trimmer. You know, there's always a way as well. So, yeah, and a great one for your ephemera because it's already done for you. How cool is that? So whether they end up just displaying it, you know, this way as well, they've got that lovely pop-out piece there. But yeah, so I don't know, CNET card. It's good, CNET. I do quite like that CNET book card. I think it needs something else for YouTube to pick it up, like to make it more shareable and findable and all that lot. CNET storybook, CNET yeah, I'll have a play around. Monty's Christmas present has just arrived. Oh my goodness, you guys, honestly, you're too nice. I've got Rachel's going to be making my birthday card. It's not till January. Someone's saying they brought Monty a gift. Thank you so much. And by the way, we will have our Christmas party again, and I will put the Christmas tree up because it's becoming the muckers tree, because there's a lot of tree decks on there that are you guys. That'll go up next month. I always put it up a bit early, so probably about the second week November, something like that. So not long really. So that will go in here. So we can have a fun live doing that. And yeah, can't wait. It's always a nice season. It was lovely last year. It was really nice, the Christmas party and everything. And I'm sure we'll get Lou involved as well, because we are going to be hopefully going to be doing some evening crafting together. So that's going to be fun. So yeah. After launch, yeah, that would be good. I'm looking forward to watching you decorate it again this year. I think the Peanuts Halloween ephemera would look so great. Yeah, I think any of the ephemeras, definitely, Kathy. I think they'll look so cool. And it's, you know, any occasion. Lovely wedding card. You know, this could be, you know, a nice wedding scene. The only thing I wouldn't is maybe a sympathy card. That's the only one. When I say it's all seasons. But then again, I think sometimes even a card like that as a sympathy card, you want people to be, it's like just taking their mind off of things, isn't it? Or they're just like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's such a lovely card. So it could work for sympathy. You know, you have lots of florals popping out and stuff. But any kind of scenes, I'm just really doing a lot of scene cards. I think that's my passion. I just love cards where you can add lots of depth. They're the ones that I really enjoy making. So yeah, that's what you're getting from me. Did I miss it? No, it's not come out yet. Actually, I need to check the date. It's not long. It's not long at all. It's next month. I reckon they wouldn't mind me doing a sneak peek, because I do all the promo anyway. Let me find it, and I'll give you a little sneaky. It might have already been shown in one of the magazines anyway. So what we got there? Not that one. I've got, honestly, it's like a treasure trove in my filing cabinet. The amount of stuff I've got here. Oh, did I put in that one? Oh, maybe it's in this one. Yeah, I'll give you a little sneak peek of this instead of one of mine for a change. Oh, here it is. I've had it for so long, it's like so far down. So I want to share it without really giving it away. How can I do this? This is so cool, I love it. And there's ephemera. I don't think I can show it without, I'm going to show it, but I can't show it without you guessing. Maybe I might show you. Oh, sod it. They won't mind. Cover some with, I know, I'm just trying to like, I don't want you to see that part. It's just so cool. You guys are going to love it. Well, I say that. You're only going to love it if you like this, but I think it's going to be one that you can use for a lot of people. I'm going to come down here and show you. So bottom, it'd be your top right of your screen. And I'm just going to show, I've got to be careful, like, I'm going to just show you that. And what we do is we do another fun one on, I'm just seeing if it's coming on my screen enough for you to see. Yeah, I think that's a good one to get you guessing. And then what I'll do is on Friday, I'll share another little bit of something else. How many bits are there? 1, 2, it's 4 bits. 2 stamp and die, or 1 stamp and die set, 1 stamp set, ephemera, and a paper pad. And yeah, it would be brilliant in this. So see what you all say. Well, we've had our first one. So what's that? Crazy Raspberry Wizard of Oz, Miss Moo Moo, something for the fur fetish people, Scarecrow, Wurzel. We don't mind seeing it. Looked like the bottom of Andy Pandy. Jeanette, Wizard of Oz. Oh, I'm loving all these. I'm loving all this. But yeah, honestly, guys, it's really, really nice. So for those of you that do enjoy the licenses, then I think you're going to love it. What's that one? Wizard of Oz or Scarecrow theme. Oz. Oh my gosh, when does it become available? What the floof was that supposed to be? Peter Pan? No idea. Oh, I'm loving it. There's some really good guesses there. And then I'm not going to say if it's been guessed or not. So I think Jeanette is right with Wurzel. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to go. Brought me around quite nicely to just go 4. Let me just double check. When does Andy Pandy come on? No, it's not. Let me just double check, because it isn't long. Where are we? Oh, so I've got a few emails to. Sometimes I have nothing to do once my life's finished. I just carry on crafting. But I can see I've got quite a few emails, which is probably because I sent that one this morning. OneDrive. Let me have a little look-see. Oh, I nearly said it then. 14th of November. Okay. So you've got my launch on the 7th, and then the following this one. I'll be going live with it. All right. So lots of nice things, exciting stuff. And then 2 weeks after that, my magazine comes out. So we just got to get into November, and then it just all go really fast. So there you go. Right, I'm going to go, everybody, and it's raining, so I think I'm just going to have to drive and pick him up, which is annoying because I quite fancy to walk. But anyway, take care. Thank you for joining me as always. I will get the YouTube video done of this one. Like I said, it will no doubt become a mini series because I think it's a good one for multiple sizes. And yeah, I will be back again on Friday for a fun mix and match. All right, take care, everybody. See you.